I meet like a quiet, shy, or just like a guy that's just like simply not into me, I'm like, I'm gonna get him to like me because that that is a challenge, my friend. Once I was doing this project with some girls, and there was one guy a part of this project, and he wanted literally nothing to do with us. Like, he was just here because he was getting paid. He was just like a fill in. Like, he literally was like, okay, let's just do this and get it over with. But he was super cute, and he was so zip zock locked. Like, he literally threw away the key and tossed it in a river. Like, he was just like, I'm just here to do work and I'm gonna go. And I was like, hello, because I was like, we're gonna change that. Like, I'm gonna get him to fall in love with me. I'm gonna get him to like me. I'm gonna get him to kiss me. And so I did. And it was really fun and it's amazing. And I feel like that's something that I can add to my resume, can add it to my LinkedIn, because my soft skills are his hard skills. You know what I mean?
Shout out to this chick. She's hilarious. Now, I want to say something. The part where she says it was a challenge. I want you to understand something, that there are a lot of women, they feel a sense of accomplishment when they can make a man do what they want him to do. Okay. So when they see a man behaving a certain way, like she said, oh, I'm just here to take care of this work and bounce. I don't want to have nothing to do with the none of y'all, like whatever. And just so happened that she thought he was attractive. All right. And now women in certain situations, they have a certain level of ego. They want to use their femininity. They want to use their sexuality, their physicality, their vagina, whatever it is, to manipulate. Okay. Women are always manipulating, right? Because a woman she needs to know that she can survive. She needs to know that she has access to resources. And the way to do that is to make sure she has access to some man somewhere. It could be either her boss or a rich husband. Doesn't matter. A woman knows that she needs to survive. And she also knows that in order to survive, she needs to have, in some way, form, or fashion, be able to influence a man. She needs to be able to influence a man in some way, form, or fashion to get access to that survival, to get access to that stability, to get access to whatever it is, the pleasure or whatever is going to satisfy her outlook on survival. Now, I want you to notice very closely, she also said that if I could get him to fall in love with me, then I could add that to my resume. Okay. The woman wants to know that she has the skill, that she has the goods, that she has the panache or the whatever to influence a man to go from behaving one way to behave another way, because she understands that if she can do that, then she can create access to survival. You understand? She knows that if she can use what she has to influence a man, to manipulate a man, to even control a man, then she can use that to create access to survival. Like I said, whether it's conscious or subconscious, that is a woman's number one priority, right? She has to know how to move in reference to men so she can access what men are the gatekeepers of. You understand? Whether a woman wants to be a mother, whether a woman wants to have money, whether a woman wants to be married. You understand? No matter what it is, whether she admits to it or not. I don't care how big of a feminist she is. I don't care how big of a boss bitch diva she is. Whatever she's looking for, she has to be able to influence or at least have access to a man. Okay. So now she's trying to cultivate skills to add to her resume so she can have a peace of mind that, look, if push ever comes to shove, at least I know I can manipulate a man into ensuring my survival. You understand? Because I was able to take a man from behaving this way to behaving that way. Okay. Now, what does that mean for us as men? That means that we always have to focus on our masculine identity. We should always be living life and doing things and making decisions that are in line and congruent with our masculine identity. We should never let a woman manipulate. Okay. Now, a woman is going to influence, right? A female has her place in the world, right? She's beautiful. She has soft curves. She smells a certain way. You know, nature has set it up for us to see woman as a certain part of life to complete a lot of different systems in the journey of life. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with a woman having some sort of influence, right? But at the end of the day, your decisions should be made based on your masculine identity, not because a woman told you to, or not because a woman promised you sex, or not because a woman flattered you, or not because a woman flirted with you, or not because a woman stroked your ego, or not because a woman, did anything like what this woman is talking about in the video, right? At the end of the day, you give her the opportunity to enhance your journey, that's fine, right? Because you must be the one to allow that to happen. But at the end of the day, every decision that a man makes should be based on his masculine identity, based on his purpose, based on his true authentic self and what he's really trying to do with his life. So we have to be careful as men to not let women manipulate us in that way, right? There's a lot of times when as men, we allow a woman to dictate our level of joy. We allow a woman to dictate our level of enjoyability when it comes to this life thing. You know, you understand? We allow a woman to dictate our level of self-worth and so many other things. So we got to be very careful. And it happens to the best of us, and it definitely happens to the average man, right? But when you have a masculine identity, you have something to help with that, right? When you have a masculine identity, it helps you to focus. It helps you to understand that the woman is an accessory. She's not the rule. You understand? The woman can enhance your life, but the woman doesn't make your life. Okay. The woman can be a complement to your life, but she's never a supplement to your life. So these are the things you understand when you have a masculine identity. So the tricks of this of this wench right here, this witch, right? The efforts of this manipulator right here doesn't it doesn't affect you that heavily, okay? Or at least you're aware of it, so you know exactly how to move, okay? So, you know, shout out to this chick. Like I said, she's hilarious, but she also brings a very important lesson for us as men to understand that we must focus on our masculine identity and move accordingly. All right. And if you want to learn more about how to develop your masculine identity and how to move accordingly, then make sure you come over to masculineidentitymembership.com. Sign up. We do live Zoom calls every Monday night where we have very deep discussions on various topics, and every topic and every discussion helps us to explore our masculine identity and to understand how to move, understand how to design our life, our schedule, our outlook, perception, everything. So make sure you come over to masculineidentitymembership.com to learn how to develop your masculine identity, to get that level of confidence and self-mastery that you need to defend and to protect you from females like this. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself. Be grateful. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.